Here at Future Leaders Early Learning Center, this building received over $3 million. Hello, how are you? I would like to see if I could bring little Joey, my son little Joey here. Is there paperwork or can I check out the daycare? No? Why can't I check out the daycare?
Nothing's not here.
Okay, but if I can't get paperwork or anything to submit my son little Joey to come in here to daycare? Where are the children at? Are there children here today?
No.
No children?
Yes.
Why are there no children?
We're two of Mexico.
Would my son little Joey have friends to play with here?
No.
That was Nick Shirley recently visiting a Minnesota daycare named Future Leaders Early Learning Center that received $4.6 million in funding. The owner of that exact daycare, Fahima Mahmood, has been charged for childcare fraud. Prosecutors allege that Mahmood even tried to book a flight to escape the U.S. the day she closed her center. This is the same daycare where the $250 million daycare scam Feeding Our Future took place, that Ilhan Omar is allegedly tied to. Now, the other day, we told you about the Feeding Our Future ringleader, Aimee Bock, admitting that Ilhan Omar knew what was going on. But Bock was just sentenced to more than 40 years in prison. She is also ordered by the judge to repay $243 million to the federal government. So this only begs the question, when will Ilhan Omar be held accountable? Jason, when her jailhouse interviews started coming out, Box, I wanted to chat with you about it. I was like, I can't wait till we're on the show again together, because she has said, I think it's like 6 emails she exchanged with Ilhan Omar's office. I think that this woman said that she had flagged, apparently, the fraud to someone, but then was told, oh, we don't handle fraud. I mean, it sounds like she had some, at least you would think, a paper trail to show that she didn't maybe have all of her hands in this involvement. But who knows? 40 years is quite something.
Yeah, it sounds to me like she was the ringleader, and you know, of course, if she's going to give a jailhouse interview, she gives the jailhouse interview that most people in jailhouses give, which is, I'm innocent. So if she had that paper trail, she either has a very bad lawyer and she needs to seek a new one on appeal, or there's more to the story and she's not giving it all up. She seems to be the ringleader here, and I don't believe you're going to have any connection with Ilhan Omar.
Well, one quick follow-up. One of the things that she said in that interview that I thought was interesting was apparently one of the restaurants was making like 21,000 meals a day, which I mean is kind of like a red flag. And that was the same restaurant that Ilhan Omar would have some of her events at. So there was some sort of connection. A coincidence, or do you think there could be, as we dig more and more into, you know, possible connection?
Well, I think, you know, it's worthy of inquiry, but right now, from what I've seen, it sounds like Ilhan Omar was not directly a part of any of this, and that the state of Minnesota is trying to find the fraudsters and hold them accountable, and I think that's what's important.
Rosen, I know you said you have some sources in Minnesota. What are you hearing?
Well, first I'm hearing that the total staggering fraud that we've seen uncovered in Minnesota, or at least alleged to date, I am told ultimately is going to be a fraction of what is ultimately discovered about the fraud there and then elsewhere in the United States. And as for Ilhan Omar, I would say that it could well prove the case, based on what I've been told, that her problems will exceed just whatever connection she might have had to these instances of fraud. Let's put it that way.
I think only time will tell.
Information. Truth. Is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.